Fans, as part of our season-long Farewell Rexall celebration, we'd like to take a moment to recognize all of those that have been a part of this organization. Once an Oiler, always an Oiler. On the ice, he was known for striking fear in the hearts of his opponents, but away from the ice, his charitable contributions warmed the hearts of millions. Ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise? Welcome back to Rexall Place, number 27, Georges Laraque. And as a thank you to the best fans in the world, George will be signing his jersey tonight and presenting it to season ticket holder Robin Persaud, a season ticket holder since 1996. Let's hear it one more time for number 27, Georges Laraque.
Thank you very much, Al. Before we started this interview, George was asking if he would actually fit into that bubble hockey. How fun would that? How fun would that be to do that, George?
I would have loved to do it. I'm sure people would have had blast if they saw me in it.
Well, yeah. I mean, the ovation you got is one thing. To see you do something like that would be great. But
Yeah.
You know what else is great? To see you here back at Rexall Place. You spent 8 years with the Oilers. How nice is it to be a part of this farewell Rexall Place celebration?
Well, I want to thank the Oilers for giving me that memory because so many great memories in this building, and to live this one more time with the fans was just so special for me and something that I'll never forget.
George, your favorite memory as an Oiler and in this building? I know 06 was special to you, but you have a few other ones, right?
Well, obviously the hat trick. How could you beat that, right? In front of their own fans. It was so special. Getting that third goal, unexpected with 24 seconds left into the game. I skated like I won the Stanley Cup, and I've never actually skated that fast in the NHL than after that third goal. So it was amazing with the voice of Rod Phillips calling it. Everything was magical. The hats on the ice, still have the 3 pucks, the trophy the Oilers made with that. And Wayne called me after to say,
wow,
49 more to go to break my record.
Oh, geez.
So to say congratulations, the whole night for me was magical.
Wait, when you scored goals here in this building, you always had that corner picked out. You know, how did that kind of start?
It's just that when you score a goal once a blue moon, I figured might as well celebrate like it's your last, right?
Right.
And I had so much emotion with the fans that I just thought of jumping in the corner all the time. And somebody in the media called it the Laraque leap, and I started doing it lots. And look, Ovechkin picked it up.
Yeah, that's right.
He came after me and he stole it. After I saw him in a charity function, I told him that you owe me royalty for that move.
What did he
Because
say?
I did it first. He started to laugh.
That's great. George, I mean, before you started with the Oilers, your career before it was in the NHL actually began in this building. What was special about that 1995, the NHL draft, where you were drafted?
It was special because I was drafted by Edmonton, and I remember every draft in Edmonton, they were chanting, everybody that was drafted, and the fact that I was here and a tough guy also, and I took number 27, and people thought I was going to honor Dave Semenko, even though it was my favorite number. I didn't know at that time. So imagine the pressure I was putting myself into, taking the number of a former legend that did such a great job at Wayne, right? But to be in this town, drafted here, so many great memories here, and made Edmonton my home for so long. I have twins in Edmonton. I come back in Edmonton all the time, and I consider Edmonton home for me. I've been back here so many times. I've talked to many guys around the league selling them Edmonton, even to free agent.
Really?
This free agent that I've talked to tell them it's not true that it's always minus 70 here. It's a great place to live. It's great. It's the best place to live in Canada, like in the world for me, and I love this place. And I never thought I would say that when I was drafted here.
Because you're a Montreal guy, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm from with country.
Yeah.
I don't like country music. So when I came in here, I thought it was all cowboys that lived there and stuff, but totally not. To raise a family, I have twins. It's the best place to raise family, best place to live in Edmonton. I love the city.
You embraced Edmonton. Edmonton certainly embraced you. Do you keep track of the Oilers?
Oh, I do all the time. The Oilers are always my favorite team. Even though I have a radio show in Montreal and I cover the Canadiens, I was so happy when the Oilers came back. We have a curse since 2006. Hopefully this curse is going to break down with Connor back now. I wish for the city to be back in the playoff and to get the whole city vibrate like they did in 2006, but not with the same ending.
Right.
A better ending that we had. Losing the Game 7 was still, to this day, still hurt a bit.
Yep.
But I'm sure that now with the new team, young guns that are there. A couple more move with the new organization, and I'm sure that they'll be on the right track and be back to a dynasty like they were in the 80s.
I think a lot of people would hope and agree with you on that part. Finally, Georges, you've got a radio show back in Montreal. You cover the Habs. You come back here because Edmonton's your second home still. What else are you up to? Because you had an autobiography. You had some screen time in the movies. What's going on in your life? You're a busy guy.
Well, the funniest thing when I tell people is the fact that I'm vegan. People are like, what? In Alberta, the word vegan is like, it's allergic reaction.
Alberta beef, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what people are like, what? So I own a couple raw vegan restaurants in Montreal, and I do a lot of public speaker. I talk about veganism, about my book. My book is about, fighting through racism and all that stuff. And, I do TV also. I do movies. Goon 2's coming up.
Goon
Next
2,
summer,
yep.
you guys are going to be laughing. I do a couple theater plays. I do lots of stuff. Like, I'm always versatile and not shy to try things. And if it doesn't work, at least it'll be funny. So if you do something with grace, doesn't matter how it goes, it'll be funny, it's good. And I was never afraid to get wet in different situations and live my life to the fullest. You only live once, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Georges, thank you for this. Great chatting with you. You can catch Georges around town when he pops in, or you can see him when he's in Montreal, or when he's on a TV screen or a movie screen. Ladies and gentlemen, number 27, Georges Laraque.